Hey guys, I've got a very exciting update for you here. I am loving that we are flipping the second floor, putting the master back on the correct side of the house. So what we're seeing here now is representing the latest floor plan where the master is back on this side and we're shifting over. So what you're seeing here is a new wall with the windows and patio, the balcony expanding to just barely overhang for aesthetic reasons over the ground floor here. It's like a 6-inch overhang. And some other revisions, but we'll get to that as we tour the other side. Here we're looking at the um, this would be perhaps Lincoln's bedroom if he's going to be up front or if he'll be in the back. But what we have here are the two windows flanking the master bed, light above that just to illuminate the balcony. This is the window centered in the now wider entry area over the stairs. Skylight shifts over to align with that. A couple windows and a door here for this bedroom. Let's go ahead and go to the side yard now. So big change here. I am showing that the balcony is just going to come and align with the wall in that splits the master bath from the bedroom. So it's not going full width. I think it makes the elevation just a little bit more interesting, and it keeps the balcony from leering over and dominating um, the uh, the backyard area. And given that it is relatively narrow, I don't want it to be also very long and going past your master suite. So this is about 4.5 feet deep. So just to be clear, this is not deep enough, I think, to really put furniture on the balcony looking out on the lake. Um, I looked at making this a little bit deeper and it just felt really forced. And I think that based on your comments, you do not want to have furniture out here looking out on the lake. Obviously, the view from the bed, from the bedroom is fantastic. I'm so excited for this. Uh, Looking out the sliding glass doors with some flanking casement windows, the guardrail here for the balcony. It's partially open, so we're getting a little bit more view of the water surface. I'm really happy with this. So, I'm proposing that since this is now going to be a newly built wall, let's detail it a little bit more interesting than the existing wall on the left side that, we're keeping as existing. Instead of just doing stucco over stucco, maybe we incorporate some siding, paint grade siding, not stain grade, like what we're doing at the front here, but paint grade, just to add a little bit of visual interest to this elevation. If you wanted, it could just be more stucco up here, but I just think it's just a little bit too plain to do that. I prefer the material change. So, instead of let's see, what do we have here before? So this is the previous model. So instead of the big gable roof here over the downstairs bedroom and the living room, and then the pergola being built just pretty tight to the wall here because the roof line was so high above the pergola, what we're doing now is hipping the roof back to provide an overhang at the door here to the living room and a little bit of an overhang here as well to this bedroom down below. But because of that overhang, I'm proposing to pull the pergola off the wall now, I think a distance of about 3 feet, maybe 3.5 or 30. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, 3 feet off the wall here between the post and the exterior wall. So the pergola is a little bit of a smaller area now, just because now we're doing the main building's roof overhang is occupying some of that area. Let's see here. I think this window should probably swing the other way. So these are the two windows that would face, actually, there are a few windows that face the lake from the master bathroom. So let's take a quick step into the master bathroom. So walk in here. I love this look. So I love that when you open the pocket door, and the pocket door slides open here. We've just got this really great long view of the tub with a window above it. There's the shower right there in the corner. It's frozen up a little bit. So here we come inside, and now if we look at the vanity, I would propose doing split mirrors with windows, with a window in between. Now, this isn't something you have to have. I think you could do a wider mirror here, and I think these three windows at the corner would be sufficient, but I like it better with the window. This is a little bit busy because you're seeing the exterior trim protruding through. It wouldn't be quite as busy as this. But I really like that, and I think it gives a really kind of nice rhythm to the exterior elevation as well. And then the other change to look at is the addition of flushing this wall out. In the, oops, where did it go? In the existing house, this wall plane is back from that existing bathroom pop out by about 22 inches. So to build that forward, as you requested, adding that 22 inches to flush this out, it's fine. There's no reason not to do that, I think. But the question remains, do we keep the existing roof that's part of the, this sort of low slope area inside these rooms, right? The existing ceiling angle above your existing two bathroom spaces here. Does that want to continue to carry across into this bedroom space? Or do we instead build a little bit of a California framed roof above that to allow for the ceiling to get cleaned up in this bathroom, the new walk-in closet for the master suite, as well as this bedroom? I think this would be a good way to go. Sure, there's more expense for the framing and the material, but I think it's pretty minimal just to clean up that area that you did mention before was a bit of a bother on the interior for you. And so now let's take a quick look. We'll go into the front entry just to see what this widening has gotten us. So now that we've widened this out a bit, you can see that you'll get a little bit of a guardrail up here to prevent any falling. When we come up here and we look back, I think it's fantastic. I think it's really nicely open. Pretty easy to see the front door, the centered window here, the flared skylight shaft that's also centered there. I think this is pretty nice. Coming downstairs, it may be a little imperfect how this line of the master bedroom above, it doesn't quite relate all that well to the door, but I at least like that we've stuck with this sort of, that we have stuck with the distance in this direction being the same as the distance there. So this is essentially a square right here. That's at least pretty good. It's maybe not perfect, but I think given all the constraints that we have, I do think it's worth widening up this area a little bit. Yeah. And then again, so happy that you guys have reconsidered this. So the corner shower, you can have a little bit of cabinetry right here, linen cabinets in the bathroom, and then pocket doors again leading into the water closet area. And I think one of the last changes that you asked for kind of at the tail end of the floor plan changes was wanting to have a cabinet in here. I think that's a nice idea. I think you guys have an existing cabinet now at the top of your stairs, so I understand wanting that. And I think it's nice to have that coming up here. And so here, we're still seeing some old artifacts from the the old model here. This again is that ceiling condition. Do we want, and this is some the old roof that would have to get demolished to make way for the new flooring and the new bump out here. You know what? I think this window's in the wrong spot. This should be centered in the room. What's going on here? Let's take a look at this. Let's just get this centered. Double check the back elevation and make sure that looks good. Yeah, that's fine. All right, guys. So next steps in this process. Where are we? Next steps in this process are to get back to me with comments on the 3D model. Do you like what we're doing here? Do you want me to have the structural engineer incorporate this element? Because I know your contractor is going to want to know what this is framed with. I'll tell them just 2x8s at 16 inches on center, but if they need to see it from the structural engineer, then let's get Jeff going on that element. The window layout. So let me know how you feel about the windows being centered here, flanking the bed wall. We've got a 2-foot wide casement window adjacent to a 6-foot wide sliding glass door, adjacent to another 2-foot wide casements. These are a series of 2-foot, 2-foot, pair of 2-foot. So it's a nice motif. I like it. But you got to get back to me and let me know if I should get the structural engineer going on his revised framing plans for your contractor's pricing. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Looking forward to your feedback. Bye-bye.